That again, Mr. Bruce. Then you recall taking an picture in the club when you, Kenyatta Campbell, and Monterey.
Yeah, I took several pictures in the club.
Are you aware of any instances or somebody might have posted on pictures on the Facebook or social media and posted slick boy up under that picture y'all took?
No, I'm not aware of that, but I noticed that on Facebook that anybody can post a picture and put what they want to put up under it.
Okay. Isn't it true that I used to get marijuana from Kenyatta County when I got prison? I said, isn't it true that I used to get marijuana from Kenyatta County when I got out of prison in 2009?
I have no recollection of that. I don't, because I've never been with you or Mr. Kenyatta County when you so-called got him marijuana, and you know that and I know that.
But you said we used to go to the club together, right?
Yeah, we went to the club together.
We took a trip to South Beach, Miami together.
Yeah, we rode together, yeah. Yeah, we worked together.
Okay. Well, tell me this. What job are you working at now?
At Toyota, it's called Jackson.
Well, you working at Toyota back in 2010, 2011?
Nah, but I owned my own carpet cleaning business at the time.
I didn't ask you that, sir.
Nah, I wasn't working there, but I owned my own business.
You sold marijuana too, didn't you?
Yeah, I sold marijuana
too, didn't you?
You got to give the time to answer the question.
I'm sorry.
Yes or no?
Okay. You sold a bunch of marijuana, didn't you?
Like I said earlier, I'm not ashamed of that I did in my past. Yeah, I sold marijuana.
Okay. Yeah. Now, how did we pay for that trip to South Beach, Miami, and none of them have a job?
I just told you I had my own carpet cleaning business, taxes and everything. I had a job.
Okay. But you also sold marijuana while you had that carpet cleaning business, isn't that correct?
I sold marijuana, yeah.
Okay.
But you really never actually saw me sell marijuana. You really, yeah, you haven't never saw me sell marijuana. So.
Now, why did y'all take me to South Beach, Miami with y'all?
We was just a getaway, and we know you had never been nowhere in your life.
Why would you want to take me with you though?
Actually,
You answered that question.
I don't recall asking. I'm asking why. I don't think I asked him why. Thank you, sir. Why did y'all take me to South Beach, Miami with y'all?
Because we wanted to drive your car. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to get in the car with you, to be honest with you. I was walking to another car. You asked me to get in the car with you.
Well, if you didn't want to get in my car, why did you do it?
Because, I mean, you said, JD, man, ride with me, please.
Did I put a gun on you and make you get in that car?
No, you did not, no.
You got in that car on your own free will, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. But you asked me, I was walking to another car. No, JD, I want you to ride with me, bro. Yeah.
But you didn't have to get in my car, didn't you?
No, I didn't know.
We was friends. That's why you got to call me. Isn't that correct?
At that time, right there, we was good. We were friends. Yeah, you called me, said we were friends. I mean, we were associates, you could say that.
Isn't it true that y'all took me to South Beach, Miami because you supplied y'all marijuana?
No, didn't I just say that me and you and Mr. Kenyatta Campbell, you know for a fact, we never went anywhere and bought drugs here.
I didn't ask you that, sir.
I'm saying, so how would I know that you supplied with marijuana? I ain't never been
This is
around.
not an art. This is ask a question, answer.
Okay.
I'm asking again, so isn't it true that y'all took me to South Beach, Miami with y'all because I used to supply y'all with marijuana?
That's not true.
Isn't it true that remember the slick boys went to South Beach, Miami with us?
It's true that we took a group of little young guys from the neighborhood we took them to Miami with us here.
Isn't it true that them young guys go by the name of slick boys?
Yeah, they probably do call themselves slick boys, I think, yeah.
If you didn't know the slick boy, why in the world are you gonna take them young guys to Miami with us and they call themselves a slick boy?
Let's not forget, I never said I didn't know them. I just said that I wasn't associated as a person to call myself a slick boy. I told y'all that I know these people.
Okay, if you want to associate with the slick boy, why are you affiliating yourself with them in South Beach, Miami?
Just the same reason I affiliated myself with you, because we all from the same neighborhood.
You're not concerned the slick boy might be mad at you if they know you false claiming on their...
Now, that's argumentative, and I
Yes, that's just a question. Yes, that's a question.
I'll sustain that question.
Okay. Are you concerned that the slick boy might be mad at you right now if they looking at you disclaim them and they know you are a loyal member?
That was a question, objection I just sustained.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said that. I'm sorry. Do you recall telling me we slick boys? These niggas out here pussy. We run these shit. We slick boys. Do you recall telling me that you don't?
No, I don't. I don't even talk like that. I don't even talk like that, period. No.
You must have got saved. Or have you got saved and you in church now? Never stop you talking like that.
that's argumentative, and I would object to it. And I would object to this line of questioning if it's not relevant to the issue.
I'm going to sustain the objection on both grounds.
Okay. What caused you to stop talking like that, Mr. Brooks?
Now, that's argumentative, you already answered the question.
Sustained.
Do you recall having an interview with Detective Clark and GBI agent Rebecca Shaw?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have an interview with them?
Yeah, they interviewed me, yeah.
Okay. Was that interview recorded?
I think they recorded it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Do you recall having an interview with Detective Chuck Ivey?
Yeah, I had an interview with several detectives, so I can't, I don't know by name.
Mr. Brooks, I asked you about Detective Ivey. Do you recall having an interview with Detective Ivey?
I may have did.
Let me ask the question, please, sir. Do you recall having an interview with Detective Ivey on March 22nd, 2011?
Yeah, that was the first detective, yeah.
Was that interview recorded?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Do you recall during your interview with Detective Clark and Rebecca Shaw, telling them that one night you, Ken, Sean, and Omar were down Juke House,
Yeah.
and Jamie pulled up and shook everybody's hand. And after Jamie left, Omar said, Ken, you need to feed that dog. Boy, you need to feed that dog. Man, he gonna end up biting me. Do you recall telling Detective Clark and Rebecca Shaw that, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, I remember calling, yeah.
Could you explain that to us?
Explain what it did.
I shook y'all hand. When we were down Juke Hall, I showed up and shook your hand.
Yeah, and you also said that night, can I?
Please let me finish.
Okay.
I shook your hand. And you said after I left, Omar said y'all need to feed that dog before he bite me. Why would y'all say that about me and I didn't shook your hand?
And this time is true. Omar wasn't really a friend of his. He was more a friend of mine. Omar didn't never really care for him. Like, when he came around, he really never cared for him. So, and then actually that same night, after you shook my hand, you said you were praying for people and all that stuff. Remember saying all that?
So you said I was praying.
You said you told Ken, I'm praying for you.
Okay, so I shake your hand, I tell you I'm praying for you. When I walk off, you gonna say feed the dog from out. Feed the dog. What?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Is it your common behavior? So when somebody shake your hand, they try to help you say something bad about it.
No, he answered the question, said he didn't
That's another
say that. In fact, the question that the defendant could ask, he wound up saying that Omar Ray wound up saying something. Actually, that was hearsay. It probably should have been objected to. He never said anything about what he said, Mr. Brooks said.
Mr. Brooks.
So the objection is what?
an objection to the form of the question in that he basically was implying that Mr. Brooks had made that statement, and it was clear from his own question and from Mr. Brooks' answer that that was not a statement that he had ever made.
Ask some other questions.
How often did y'all talk about me behind my back?
Your name never even came up, and never really. You wouldn't even really have thought to them. Not to me anyway, unless you called me or whatever. But really, or you just popped up or whatever. I mean, me and you, like I said, we were friends, but like for any other thing, we didn't do no business or anything like that together. So, for what reason would I have you around me like that?
My point is exactly, why would you take me to South Beach, Miami, and you didn't have no reason for me to be around you?
That's been asked and answered.
But he just okay. Isn't the term feeding some hot ones? That's a term, street term, meaning shoot somebody with a gun. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
So, y'all was talking about shooting me, and I shook your hand.
Feeding some hot ones. Somebody said about feeding, you know, hot. It was just said, y'all need to feed that dog. That was what it said.
Yes, sir. And you just stated that term means shooting somebody.
But you didn't say the first time, you didn't say hot ones. You just put that in there just now.
Well, that's what you stated, Mr. Brooks.
I never
No,
said
that's not a
that.
question.
I'm gonna move on, Heather. I'm gonna move on.
Object to that, and it was misleading.
I'm gonna move on. Yes, sir. I'm gonna move
Ask
on.
another question.
Yes, sir. Now, isn't it true that you and Kenyatta Campbell went to the hospital together after Omar Ray got shot?
Yeah, we followed each other, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You and Kenyatta Campbell were sitting together at the hospital, and when the detective asked for your name, Kenyatta Campbell got up and left the hospital. Isn't that correct?
He got up and walked outside here.
Why would he want to get up and walk out the hospital when his friend been shot when the detective called, Mr. Brooks?
The speculation on this witness's part as to why Kenyatta Campbell did what he did.
I know he's getting. Well, I would like that question to be answered because he just stated in
The
Mr.
question as it was proposed is that objection is sustained.
Yes, sir. Okay. But Mr. Campbell did get up and leave after the detective come and talk to y'all.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Okay. You and Kenyatta Campbell and Omar Ray were friends, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You don't find that strange for a friend to get up and leave the hospital when the detective come about his friend being shot?
From my knowledge of, Mr. Campbell here, he don't talk to the police, so he don't do that, period. That's just how he is. He don't do that. So
Well, why did he go to the hospital? Well, why did he go to the hospital again?
because his friend got shot.
Okay, well, my point is exactly, Mr. Brooks. Why would he get up and leave and he went because his friend got shot? Okay, I'm sorry. Did Mr. Ray owe you or Kenyatta Campbell some money about some marijuana?
No, he never have. Never.
So that never did surface in the street anything about Mr. Ray owing you and Kenyatta Campbell some money about some marijuana?
No, never ever.
You tell us if it did.
Yeah,
Tell us.
yeah. Like I said, I'm up on the oath.
Did you tell Detective Clark and Rebecca Shaw that Kenyatta Campbell is not going to talk to the police about Omar Ray murder?
Yeah, I told him the detective asked me like how to get in touch with Mr. Campbell. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he ain't the type of person gonna talk to the detective. I mean, he ain't gonna do that.
Well, why did you tell them detective that?
Because they asked how to get in touch with him. They asked, and I told him. This ain't anything that they said, I told him. I didn't leave nothing out.
You were willing to talk to the police about Omar Ray, is that correct?
My best friend, I wouldn't do anything to help. bring whoever did that to justice. I would have did anything.
But you talked to him because you friend him.
I talked to who?
You talked to the detective about Omar because you his friend, isn't that correct?
Yeah, gave him my cell phone number.
I thought you told me on the go that Kenyatta and Omar was friends too. All y'all rolled up and y'all was tight since little boy.
Yeah.
So you were willing to talk to the police about Omar Ray, but Kenyatta Campbell wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No.
And you sure it wasn't because Omar Ray owed him some money about some marijuana?
I'm positive of that. Kenyatta had never did nothing for Omar.
How can you be so positive? Do you have any evidence to show her?
Recommended, and I would object to it.
Objection sustained.
Isn't it true that I defended went to the Omar Ray funeral with you and Kenyatta Campbell?
No, you didn't go to the funeral with me. I seen you outside the funeral.
So you mean to tell me I went at Omar Ray funeral with Kenyatta and you had on your white suit? I wasn't there with y'all.
Yeah, of course you seen me come in. I did not know you was at the funeral. You walked up to my car after the funeral and told me that you walked in with Kenyatta Campbell. And then I was like, Jamie, I'm getting in the line. I'll talk to you later. Then you walked to my car, remember, outside, across the street from the church. Actually, I didn't even know you were there.
Did we go to the club after Omar Ray funeral in celebration of Mr. Omar Ray?
Yeah. You were there. You came in, yeah.
Why would I go to Omar Ray funeral and to the club with you when y'all let if we wasn't friends, Mr. Bro?
To cover your tracks.
To cover my tracks.
And then you remember what you said to me then?
What's that?
I was leaning up on the pool table. You walked up to me and you said, these your words, you said, give you $10,000 and a gun, and you'll creep up on them and do whoever did that exactly how they did Omar. And I remember telling you, I said, the detectives, that case hot, the detectives all over that case, but we're gonna let it lay low for right now. Do you recall that conversation with me?
No, sir, Mr. Brooks.
Okay.
You don't get to ask them questions. Ask another question.
Since we're on this topic, Mr. Brooks,
Yeah.
isn't it true that you and Kenyatta Campbell offered me $25,000 to kill the person who killed Mr. Ray?
I never offered you that. You came to me with that. You said $10,000.
Isn't it true that you and Kenyatta Campbell offered me $25,000 to kill Tayshawn McHattie and Chris Summers because y'all thought they killed Omar Ray?
No, we never discussed nothing like that, Jamie. You know it. Me and you didn't.
So who did you discuss that with, Mr. Brooks?
Discuss what? About Kim? You came to me. I told somebody what you told me that night. But we never discussed me giving you no money or nothing like that.
Did you ever threaten to kill Tayshawn McHattie, Mr. Brooks?
Who is Tayshawn McHattie? Who is that?
You don't get to ask any questions. Just answer.
Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
On March 28, 2011, you had an interview with Rebecca Shaw, Detective Clark, correct?
Yeah,
Did you tell Rebecca Shaw, Detective Clark, go look at Jamie Cadillac on the right-hand side, and you can see a bullet hole in the door?
yeah, I told him that, yeah.
Did you tell Rebecca Shaw, Detective Clark, some people robbed Jamie, and the people tried to shoot Jamie?
Yeah, that's what I had heard.
Isn't it true that you said, I know what happened? He eventually told me, but I was just playing him like I didn't know. I was playing stupid like I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, okay. The situation was somebody seen the bullet holes in his car.
Maybe getting into matters that involve the hearsay one way or another that would not be admissible in that regard. You asked him a question that perhaps would have been permissible about, did you say this? But when you go in beyond that, it's
objection is hearsay.
Yeah.
I want to respond to the objection.
Judge, I just asked him a question.
I'm going to sustain the
Okay.
objection.
So just keep the questions. And then I would say, Judge, I take control when he answers. That his witness, it ain't mine. Okay. But you did tell them that you knew somebody had a shot in my car.
Yeah, I told her that I heard that, yeah. Yeah, I told her I had heard that. Yeah.
Mr. Brooks, how did you know somebody robbed me and shot in my car before I told you?
Cause somebody told me.
Who told you?
Yeah, we just floating around in the street. You know how hearsay.
But you did know somebody shot in my car and robbed me before I told you. Is that correct?
I knew somebody had shot into your car. I knew you didn't own that thing. I was like, what they robbed him for?
If I recollect correctly, Mr. Brooks, you told the GBI agent I want to Atlanta. I took somebody to Atlanta and tried to get some drugs and somebody robbed me. Is that correct, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, that's what I had. I told him what I heard, yeah.
Well, if I ain't had that, why would you tell them I want you to Atlanta to get some drugs, Mr. Brooks?
But if I explained it, would I be explaining? Would I explain why I said it?
To answer the question. No.
I said that because the detective said that they were saying that we took a drug connection from you, and I was just letting them know that you did not know no drug connection. The people you knew were robbers.
How would you know that the people I knew were robbed you had never seen them, Mr. Brooks?
Because you let me talk to somebody on the phone one day, remember? You called them, and I was scared to really conversate with them. Remember one day you pulled up, like, you came to me with that, right in front of my mama's house? Yeah. And you got on the phone, you called somebody now. I don't know who you was on the line with, but I had no intentions of having no dealings with them people, so I just let you really talk. Remember you were like, we're gonna go sit down and eat with them or something you were saying. I was like, I had no, did I ever get back in touch with you with that? No intention.
Well, okay. Do you recall telling Detective Clark and Rebecca Shaw that? Oh, I'm sorry, I've been over there, Judge. I'm sorry, in a long spot. I will find this. Did anyone ever offer to kill the person who killed Omar Ray for you?
Yeah.
That's been asked and answered.
No, Judge, no, it hasn't.
I believe it has been asked.
I asked you, Jamie, I said, did I? Or however you want to do it. If you don't want to get asked, I just keep going.
I'll allow the question.
Thank you, sir. Did anyone ever offer to kill the person who killed Omar Ray for you?
Yeah, they did.
Why would somebody want to offer to kill somebody for you, Mr. Brooks?
Because you knew they were my best friend, and I mean, you knew what kind of relationship that we had, and you knew that at the time, I did want something. I mean, how my friend was killed, I wanted something done. And I'll be honest about that. I did. I wanted something done, but he the one. I never came to nobody. He came to me with it, you know, and I never even got back in contact with Jamie or nothing about that. He came to me that night of the day of the funeral at the club. He approached me on that.
You say
Jamie Hood. Jamie Hood approached me and said that he would kill for $10,000, give him $10,000 and a gun. And he was creep up on the person and doing exactly like they did Omar.
Well, apparently you misunderstood my question because I wasn't talking about Jamie. I said, did anyone? And you said yes. So I asked you, why would somebody want to kill for you? I didn't say Jamie.
I mean, I guess because, I mean, Amari well liked.
So you willing to have somebody killed?
No, that is argumentative, it's not correct, and it's misleading. He asked a question, and Mr. Brooks answered it, but the person who actually made that offer was the defendant himself, and that's what he's explained.
Yes, sir. Did you or Kenyatta Campbell ever offer money to anybody to kill the person who killed Amari Ray?
I can't, like I said, I can't speak for what Mr. Campbell said, the way he did. I can only speak for what I did. And I never said that, and I never offered nobody no money.
Isn't it true that Kenyatta Campbell tried to steal a drug addiction from me?
It was hearsay because you called me one day on it. You said that now. You did call me. And when you, Mr. Campbell, met up at my mama's house, he told you he didn't have no business dealing with nobody you know, this, that, and the third. And you did not say anything back to that man. You know you did.
You and I went to a cookout in Rolling Ridge on St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Isn't it true that you and I talked about marijuana at that cookout?
Yeah, you came up to me talking about marijuana.
Isn't it true that you told me that you wanted 50 pounds of marijuana at that cookout?
I may have did. Just leave you on. Yeah, I may have did, yeah.
Why did you ask me to get you 50 pounds of marijuana, Mr. Brooks?
This is how the conversation went. You said that you was like, how many pounds of marijuana would you want to get if I did it for you, man? That's when I think I might have said like 50 pounds, but I was just really trying to get you out my face, man.
I can get you 50 pounds of marijuana. That's why you told me you wanted to get that right.
I've never seen you producing that in the streets, man.
Okay, well, why you asking me to get it?
You asked me, you came to me.
Did you prove that?
Every time I never discussed no drugs with you, James, you always came to me with it.
And we didn't discuss drugs. Why did you ask me to get you 50 pounds if we never discussed drugs, Mr. Brooks?
He's answered that question, sir.
During your interview with Detective Ivy on March 22nd, 2011, did you tell Detective Ivy that Jamie always saying that he knows people from prison that he can get stuff from?
Yeah, you always went around saying that, yeah.
Did you tell Detective Ivy that Jamie would call people and put them on the speakerphone and they would vouch that they got him?
Yeah, they would vouch for that, but I would never get myself involved with you with that.
Did you and I talk on the phone about some marijuana the night before March 22nd, 2011?
No, we never talked on the phone, we talked in person.
Did you tell Detective Ivy that you and I talked on the phone the day before March 2011 about some marijuana?
No, you called me and you asked me, you need to see me. That was the 21st, and I told you that I was at the house cooking. That's what you said. That was on the 21st. I told him that what you called me on the 21st, like about 9 o'clock, between 9:30 and 9 o'clock, you called me and you told me that you needed to talk to me where I was at. And I told you I was at the house. I'm cooking for my little girl. And I said, I'll catch you in the morning. You know, about 7, and then when you first started calling me.
Mr. Brooks, I do have you on live dish recording telling Detective Ivy that I talked to you on the phone the night before March 22nd, 2011.
No, that's not a question. It's a chamber question.
Did you know that I reviewed your interview with Detective Clark?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Let me finish, please, sir. And I saw you tell him that you talked to me on the phone about some marijuana the night before March 22nd, 2011?
You can't know what Mr. Hood has done, what he knows or does not know. If you want to rephrase the question, I would object.
So you don't recall?
So withdraw the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you don't recall Detective Ivan telling Detective Ivan that you come with me and you talked about some marijuana the night before March 22nd, 2011?
Yeah, we talked about it at the cookout, the 17th.
If I may play the interview hard and refreshing him to please, sir.
You have that queued up and ready.
Okay, yeah, I mean, but I do have it. It's on you, you know.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna allow it now, but in this interrogation, but I'm not.
Okay, well, I do have them on my witness list, so I get them later. Let me write that down. All right. Is it true that you came to my parents' house on 100 Random Road on March 22nd about some marijuana?
Yeah, you told me you were gonna show me some marijuana, yeah.
But we talked about 50 pounds March 27th. Isn't that correct? We talked about the 50 pounds. You told me you wanted them 50 pounds.
I just told you anything. On just March 22nd, when we talked, it was your conversation that you had some marijuana that you were finna take back to somebody you wanted me to see. That was our conversation was, Jamie. So come look at it right before I take it back to whoever I got it from. That's what you said.
Isn't it true on March 22nd, 2011, I had 50 pounds of marijuana for you?
That's a lie.
Well, why did you just state on March 17, 2011, you said you wanted 50 pounds of marijuana, Mr. Brooks?
He's already answered that question. They went through that.
I'll sustain it.
Isn't it true that we talked on the phone on March 22nd, 2011 about some marijuana?
Yeah, you said you had something out your house you want me to see it. I just said it.
Isn't it true during that phone conversation that we was talking, and I told you, AJ, that somebody saw your name and said you snitched on someone named CJ and sent it to the papers? Then we talked about that.
And we talked about that when March 22nd.
So when did me and you talk about that?
When that issue was in the streets, we talked about that, yeah.
So,
It was like that.
but you and I did talk about somebody calling you a snitch by saying some man named CJ to the Fed, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay, isn't it true you got mad with me when I said that, and you told me, oh nigga, y'all just don't want nobody to make no money. We can't make no money, y'all can't make no money, and hung up on me. Isn't that true, Mr. Brooks?
No, Jamie. Why would I blurt something out like that, man? I don't know.
Why would you say a marijuana?
I mean, because it's something I chose to do.
Isn't it true that you and two black males came to my parents' home with guns and threatened to kill me?
No, Jamie. For what?
Were you with any black male before you came to my parents' house on March 22nd, 2011?
Besides the guy I was at the paint store with? Yeah, that's the only black male I was with before I got in my car to come over there to see. You called me, I told you I was at the paint store.
But you were with a black male, wasn't you?
Yeah, the guy who painted my car, yeah.
Can you prove that, Mr. Brooks?
I'm allowed to get in touch with you.
Saying,
What's the name of the guy who was with you on March 22nd, 2011?
Bernard.
Bernard.
Yeah.
Did Bernard prove that you were with him?
I guess it.
I rejected that question. You cannot know what.
That's all they're saying.
Isn't it true that you had a silver and black gun when you came to my parents' home on March 22nd, 2011?
Nah, one of the robbers had a silver black gun, yeah. One of the kidnappers, yeah. The first guy approached me, he had it in his hand, yeah.
Have you ever owned a silver and black gun, Mr. Brooks?
Nah, I never, well, yeah, I had a 45 caliber silver black Taurus, yeah.
What was it, 45, 40, 45, what was it?
A 45 caliber Taurus.
Did you prove to us that it was a 45?
Yeah, the GBI agents, when they searched my car, I had one of the clips in the boot.
I never heard tell of that.
Yeah, it was in the boot. I mean, they just left it in there, but it was in the boot.
All right.
The gun actually was reported stolen. The gun was actually reported stolen probably like 2 months before that. It was I didn't own the gun no more because somebody had stolen it.
Could you tell us about that silver and black gun that you own?
What you mean? What could I tell you? I mean,
You just tell us about the gun.
it was a 45 caliber that was purchased at the car shop right on Hawthorne. Yeah.
Was it a 40 or 45?
45 caliber Taurus.
Do you have any way of proving that right now on this day, John?
I've already objected to that, you're stated at the same time.
That's correct. So, sir.
Where do you get the silver and black gun from?
That's an answer.
Okay. Did you consider your silver and black gun to be a nice gun?
Yeah.
Do you like guns?
I ain't no fan of them, but
Did you tell the take eye that one of the guys in the house had a silver and black gun just like the one you had?
yeah.
You also told the take eye that when you seen the gun, you said that nigga got a gun, got my gun. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I thought, actually, when I seen the gun, I actually thought it was my 45 that had been reported stolen through the Clark County Police Department. It had been reported stolen, yeah.
The reason why you told this eye that there was your gun because it was your gun, isn't that right, Mr. Brooks?
I don't know. It was in my face. I can't really look at it good. I couldn't get a good.
You looked at it good enough to see what type it was until you said it was yours.
When I got there, the detective asked me what type of gun it looked like. I said between, it either was a 45 like I used to have or a 40. It was a black and silver gun. Yeah.
But you did tell it that nigga got a gun out there, it was my gun. But you did do that, didn't you?
I told him one of the niggas pulled it. Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah. I'm being honest about everything I'm saying.
Sure. You're right. I'm sorry, Jesse. Is it true that when you came to my parents' house on March 22nd, 2011, you said, come on out, pussy nigga, we gonna kill your ass?
That's a lie.
Isn't it true that when the 4 guys, I came out the house with to defend ourselves, and 2 black guys with you fled away through the woods with a backpack?
No, Jamie. Actually, you were the 4th guy. You had 3 guys with you.
When you agree 4 plus 1 equals 5?
Nah, I would agree that 3 plus 1 equals 4.
Who were the 2 black guys which you ran through the woods with that book bag, Mr. Brooks?
I don't know who you had. That what they ran to? I came by myself.
Can you prove you came by yourself, Mr. Brooks? Do you have any witness?
Argument for sure.
is it true that I took that silver and black gun from you on March 22nd, 2011?
No, that's not true.
Did I have a silver and black gun when you came to my parents' home on March 22nd, 2011?
No, the guy with the white shirt had two tied around his face had silver and black gun.
I asked you, did I?
No, I said no. I told you who had the gun.
Did I have a gun at all when you came to my parents' home on March 22nd, 2011?
No, you didn't.
Did you see me with a gun?
Oh, no, you didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't see you with a gun that.
Appreciate that. Did I physically beat you or hurt you on March 22nd, 2011?
Nah, you didn't do that. You was just the director of the situation.
Did the guy with me beat you or hurt you?
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, they ain't beat me, but I mean, they hurt me. Emotionally.
Dude, did you tell Detective Isaac during your interview that you don't fear change?
No, I don't feel nobody.
But you don't fear me, right?
No.
I never gave you a reason to fear me, did I?
If you did, I wouldn't. I'm not the type of person that's scared of nobody, so I don't know. I mean, if you were, so.
So you're a tough guy.
I'm not considered a tough guy. I just ain't scared of nobody.
Did you tell Detective Isaac, I don't feel him like that because I don't think he's tough like that? Because anybody else would have went ahead and did it.
I mean, yeah.
So you told him that James ain't tough like that.
Yeah, I know you weren't built like that.
I never gave you a reason to think I was tough, did I?
The day that you called me, it was talking about Mr. Campbell was this and he was in danger. And the day I seen him talk to you any kind of way and you wasn't hostile like you were acting before he got there, I knew then that you were really tough.
But I never did act tough. Did you see me put my hands on somebody, kill somebody, probably March 22nd, 2011?
You just talked it. You talked it like you were, but
So did you see me put my hands on somebody, shoot somebody, kill somebody, put March 22nd, 2011?
No.
Thank you. Is it true that you told the Detective Isaac they wasn't physical?
Yeah, I told them they weren't physical with me, no.
You also told the Detective Isaac they was amateurs. Is that right?
I'm pretty sure that those guys that were with you, they probably had never done that like that before. You were just coaching. They were just going by what you were telling them to do.
Okay. I know that you told the jury a while ago about some more and more.
Yeah.
Did you tell the Detective Isaac on March 22nd, 2011 that I had some more and more and they're going to put it on you?
In my interview I told them that, yeah. I remember telling them that in my interview.
Are you certain that you told the Detective Isaac that?
I don't know that I tell Ivory that, because I know I told her that. I don't know if it's Ivory or not, but I told him what you had done, what you were saying you're going to do.
But you don't know. Did you tell him that?
I don't recall. I don't know which one I told it to, but I had several interviews, so I don't know.
Isn't it true that the guy who put you in the trunk told you don't worry, we ain't gonna kill you?
Yeah, he said that.
So we ain't gonna kill you, right?
Yeah, he said that, yeah.
We weren't trying to kill you, was it?
I didn't know what you were going to do. That's what he said.
But he did tell you that was not going to kill you. Isn't that right, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, he did say that.
Thank you. Did I say anything to you while you was in the trunk of the car?
Yeah, when we was coming down, when we was riding, and I was acting like I couldn't breathe, and you were like, bitch, don't down me back there, bitch. But you down me for the turn the air conditioner on your bitch head. That's what you said.
Isn't it true that you told the tech guy, Jamie said, don't worry, I don't want you to suffocate. I'm gonna turn the air on you so you don't suffocate.
Yeah, you said that.
Want to put some air on you. It's pretty hot back there. Want to put some air on you, you know.
Yeah,
So I didn't tell you I was gonna cut the air on you, right? So you don't suffocate. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah.
When you got in the trunk, you went to the. When you got in the trunk, you went to the blue car behind my Cadillac. Isn't that correct?
I ran toward the right between two cars. I don't know, is it blue? I can't really recall. I ran between two cars, and there was a black guy in the first car that I ran to. Yeah.
You mentioned Damon Taylor and Ernest Athens told you to get in the car with him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I wrote down when you said go chase him or something. You told them to go chase him.
Yeah, I said go behind him. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Why would you want to come behind somebody and put you in the trunk?
Oh, I'm gonna need your tag number and give it to the police. Make sure I know what direction you were going. Yeah.
Damon Taylor and Ernest Athens are your friends, isn't that correct?
Yeah, we all went to school together, yeah.
Tell us about that relationship y'all have.
We went to school together, we know each other. Yeah, we have a relationship. Ernest had just got out of jail, so.
Were they with you when you come over my mama's house to threaten me, kill me? Were they with you?
No.
How can you prove that?
Because I was by myself, Jay.
Oh, man. Yes. Okay. When you called 911 on March 22nd, 2007, what did you tell the 911 dispatcher?
I told him that I had just been kidnapped, carjacked, and I just jumped out of the boot of a car, and I think she asked me something. I told him that I knew exactly who it was. It was Jamie Hood.
Did you tell the 911 dispatcher that you went to my parents' home on 100 Random Road with about some marijuana?
No.
So you didn't tell the 911 dispatcher that, did you?
I don't really tell him that. No.
Don't tell them that. Did you have an opportunity to tell the 911 dispatcher that you went to my parents' home on 100 Random Road with about some marijuana?
Now, that was the question you just asked.
No, I did not ask. But did I rephrase it? I thought it was two different questions.
I heard it's the same question.
No, I said, did you have an opportunity? I asked him, didn't he? He said, no. So this question is, did you have the opportunity to tell the dispatcher that you went to my parents' home about some marijuana? Them two different questions. What he did and what he had the opportunity to do, that's two totally different questions. Because the word opportunity make it different. Thank you, sir. Did you have the opportunity when you called 911 and talked to that dispatcher to tell her that you went to 100 Reddit Road about some marijuana?
Why would I tell that?
Why wouldn't you?
Because my life was in danger, that's why.
Did you tell the 911 dispatcher that you went to black male with gun came to my parents' home and threatened to kill me?
No, I had no reason.
Did you tell the 911 dispatcher that you have a silver and black gun?
No.
Did you tell the 911 dispatcher that one of the guys in the house had a silver and black gun, just like the one you had?
No, I didn't tell. I told the detective that.
But you didn't tell it to the 911 dispatcher, did you?
No.
I believe we heard what was said at the 911 dispatcher, didn't we?
If I understand, he might have said it, but his question was that because he didn't tell us how to go, but he testified that one of the guys had it
We
gone.
heard what your questions are, did he tell the 911 dispatcher? I believe we heard the 911 call.
Yeah, see, but it's,
That's all.
I'm kind of lost on it because I don't think I asked that
Well,
question.
the questions about, did you tell somebody all these things? There could be a whole lot of things that somebody didn't tell.
Exactly, that's my whole point. Why would
Well,
you?
we're not gonna go over all of
Okay.
it.
I mean, but on the type, no,
I understand, but it has had some relevance.
Okay, it is relevant, Judge. The man said.
Ask another question, but not on lines of what
Okay.
did you tell them, because we've heard the 911.
Yeah, see, that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
argue with you.
You see, that's what my problem is, Judge, so I can correct it, so I don't continue having this problem. I'm entitled to a thorough civic cross-examination, and that's why that's why we're here. What I'm trying to show you and the jury and everybody else why we're here. This guy unequivocally told you and the jury that one of the guys had a silver and black gun just like the one he had. So my question is, did he tell the 911 operator that? That's relevant.
And I'm telling you that we have heard what he told the 911 operator.
Okay, I understand.
I'm not gonna argue about it.
Okay, go
Ask
on,
another
okay,
question.
okay.
That's it. Ask another question.
Is it true that you called 911 on March 22nd, 2011, and told the dispatcher that 4 males, 3 wearing ski masks, carjacked you at the red light beside the paper top?
No. I told him that I jumped out at the red light beside Pittman Top. The fourth male was you. I gave your name.
So at no time did you tell the 911 dispatcher that you were carjacked at the red light right beside Pittman Top?
I told him I jumped out. I've been carjacked and I jumped out the car by the red light by Pittman Top Shop. Yeah.
Well, Judge, did I play the portion of the 911 call when? Yeah, but it's my right to play it because just saying he didn't say it, and I can prove that he actually said it.
You're on the play now.
You have to play it, sir. Can I get that, please?
I'm gonna ask you to find that spot.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's 6:15, what I will do, Judge, because I know I got it, and I got it on my witness list. I just revisit this issue with Mr. Brooks later. Well, matter of fact, Judge, I like to call him, I just shut it down to 6:15. I got him on my witness list, I know what I got on it. So I just end it right now.
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna do this.
Keep asking the question
No,
you
listen,
want to ask.
I mean,
I don't know where
I will revisit him later because I know I got him. So I just end it right now and I'll see him later.
You don't have any other questions?
No, sir.
When you're ready.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brooks,
Yes, sir.
as far as Jamie Hood and Kenyatta Campbell, it came up about this trip to South Beach. About when was that?
It was in May. It was Memorial Day weekend,
Of what year?
2010.
And at some point from that time, when they went down there, what was it like as far as Jamie Hood and his feeling toward Kenyatta Campbell?
I just speculate. He can't say what Kenyatta's feeling was.
I'm not asking what Kenyatta's feeling was.
He can't ask Mr. Brooke how somebody feel about me. That's what he was doing to me.
I'm going to sustain the objection.
What I was asking was, as far as the defendant, Jamie Hood, from what you witnessed and saw and speaking to him, at that point, how was it he was acting toward Kenyatta County?
He thought the world of Kenyatta County.
I think it's very relevant. We here, Mr. Thomas is not here to testify this is irrelevant.
And from what you observed with Kenyatta Campbell, how did he treat Jamie Hood after that, at some point?
After the trip, before.
After the trip?
After the trip, it was an incident that happened down there where he was like, he gonna stay away from Jamie. Cause he was like, cause Jamie thought he knew everything and he couldn't tell him nothing. Which he told Jamie the same thing on the porch.
Mr. Campbell not here. He testified to what Mr. Campbell said. That's hearsay.
I was there.
I understand. Don't go into what Mr. Campbell said.
Just a moment. Objection's overruled. He's talking about
What Mr. Campbell said about me. No, he's saying what Mr. Campbell said about Jamie, and Mr. Campbell is not here to testify to that. That's hearsay.
Objection's overruled.
Mr. Brooks, after that conversation, what happened with Jamie Hood, and how was his demeanor toward Kenyatta Campbell after that?
After the trip, it was just saying, well, I'm trying to see what we were asking.
Let me go back. You had mentioned about Kenyatta Campbell, what he was saying after the trip. He got back about the incident there.
Yeah.
And after that incident, I mean, basically, what did Kenyatta Campbell do toward Jamie Hood, and how did that change it all?
He stayed away from him.
And how did you observe Jamie Hood take that?
He didn't take it that good. He was upset about it. He was upset about it.
Yeah, that's speculation. How can he say how I was feeling? I think that'd be speculation. He don't know how I feel. How can he answer to how I feel?
You're objecting to his answer.
Yes, sir. He's talking about how I was feeling. That's speculation.
Why did you feel that, or what did you observe and see to give you reason to believe that Jamie Hood was somehow upset with that?
Just his demeanor, and like he was the day he worked on my car, I observed he asked me to call Ken for him, and he wanted to talk to him, so I called Ken for him, and they were talking or whatever, and Jamie was saying, that he was sorry about not paying, saying that he was sorry that he was gonna listen, and now he think he know everything. You right? He think he know everything. He gotta learn how to think he know everything. He was like, he was talking like that. Mr. Campbell gave him his number that day, and I don't know. Did he tell? I know that Jamie was down on Mr. Campbell's on the porch for like when I rode by, I seen him over there. And I don't know, did he tell me he was going to meet him down there to talk to him or something? I don't know. But I observed Mr. Campbell showing me a text what Jamie sent him when he was begging for his friendship. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah.
Why would I want to beg Mr. Campbell's relationship with Brooks?
I didn't understand it either, because somebody don't want to be my friend. I was just told we ain't friends.
What did this Miami problem come from? What type of problem did me and Mr. Campbell have in Miami?
Can I explain that?
Answer the question.
That's a question. You know, when he told me about y'all was taking Mr. Rashid to his motel room, and for some reason he said that you got mad at Rashid and you jumped out of the car and wanted to fight Rashid, and he told you, man, leave Rashid alone, cause he a good dude. Like, man, no, you ain't finna fuck. You was like, you wanted to fight. He was like, you ain't finna fuck with that man, you know. And this is what he told me in Miami. This is what Ken told me.
So you didn't see me threaten nobody or say anything like that to nobody yourself?
I didn't. Nah, Ken told me that.
But you didn't see it?
Nah.
No question.
I've got some further word out, Judge.
All right, I'll go down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the evidence today. I've got basically two messages about being able to call somebody, and I suspect there may be more of that. I will have a conversation with the Sheriff's Department to arrange for these calls.